if you know what happened in the past, right? When the Tax Act, Jobs Act was introduced, right, that was in place for the year 2018 to 2024, a lot of its provision came with some of the good, but also some of the bad stuff. And one of the bad stuff was exactly this SALT deduction, right? So a lot of high income state like New York, California, and to some extent Colorado and Chicago, right? People are complaining about this because people are paying a lot of state and local taxes, but the tax law only had provided a deduction up to 10,000, up to 10K. But the new tax provision that is in effect from 2025 to 2029, it bumped up that tax provision to 40,000, right? 30,000 more in tax saving, right? So all of your state and local taxes, now you can deduct up to 40,000 if you're single or married filing jointly, and only 20,000 if you're going to be filing separately, okay? But there is a watch out here, right? There is an element here that you need to watch out. If you earn over 250K and you'll be filing separately, right? You can begin losing this deduction. So, you don't have to worry about anything if you're making less than 250 grand and you're going to be filing as married filing separately. Now, for those of you guys who are going to be filing either married filing jointly, or single, or head of household, okay, head of household, right? The provision gives you up to 500,000, right? Your income can go as high as 500,000. You still get to keep the entire $40,000, right, in tax savings. So that's number one of the biggest tax savings that came along. Okay. Now, number two, right? Well, before I jump to number two, right? The sole deduction, right? This is really the timeline that we are seeing, right? For 2025, it's going to be 40,000 and 20,000 if you're going to be married filing separately. And for 2026, this year, right, it's going to be an increase of $400 and $200 for married filing separately. And between 2027 to 2029, this deduction is going to be increasing by 1% each year. And then by 2030, this is going to revert back to the original numbers of up to $10,000, right? So there is a sunset here unless the Congress comes again and makes any changes, right? So